Now let's look at some miscellaneous terminology which is very important, mind you, the common factors, common multiples and coprime numbers. So what do we mean by that? So first we start with common factors. So here I have shown the prime factorization of two numbers 84 and 24. So very simple, not difficult at all. The prime factorization is, or the factorization of these two numbers, if you notice the factor tree, some numbers appear in both factor tree of 84 as well as 24. They are known as common factors. So 6 is an example. If we focus on the prime factors, then 2, 3 and 2, they appear in both the factor trees. And of course, they are also the common factors of both 84 and 24. So common factors, very simple, not difficult thing at all. Now let's just focus on the prime factorization of these numbers 84 and 24. So the way I can do it is 84, the prime factorization would go as into 2 into 7. So it is the prime factorization. I have simply copied these numbers from the leaf of this tree. It's very simple, nothing difficult so far. Actually the concepts are very simple. 2 and then 2 into 2. So that is what I have done. Now if I multiply these three terms together, what can I do? I can write them together as 3 to the 4 to the 12 into 7. Similarly, I can write this thing as 12 into 2. One of the things that we'll notice, the way I have come up with this number 12 is that I have taken the common factors, the common prime factors between these two numbers. I have taken them apart and then I have multiplied them together. This number 12 is very important because it appears in factors as factors of both 84 as well as 24. Not only that, it is the highest common factor, means that I cannot come up with a factor bigger than 12 which would divide both numbers 84 and 24. It is impossible to do that because all the common factors between 84 and 24, which is 2, 3 and 2, is incorporated into this number 12. So this number 12 is the highest common factor, is known as the highest common factor of these two numbers. At the same time, since this number 12 is the largest number which would evenly divide both 84 and 24, this number 12 is also known as greatest common divisor or GCD. Two very important terms, highest common factor and greatest common divisor. They mean one and the same thing, and now you understand the meaning behind these two terms. Another thing to note here is that although the words highest common factor have the word highest and the greatest common divisor has the word greatest, always the HCF and GCD are less than the numbers themselves. So my number 12 is less than 84 and my number 12 is also less than 24. So do not get confused by this terminology. Although we call them highest common factor, because they are the factors, they have to be less than the numbers themselves. So very simple term. Now, of course, this 12 is known as SCF. We understand them. Very important. Let's now move on to the next important concept. Again, very important. Co-prime numbers. So what does that mean? It means that if two numbers, let's say 9, 4, if I come up with the prime factorization of those numbers, that's what I have done here. I would not find any common prime factors between these two numbers. If that is the case, then those two numbers 9 and 4 are known as co-prime. See, the key thing here is that neither 9 or 4 is actually prime. 4 is not prime, it is divisible by 2. 9 is also not prime, it is divisible by 3. But when considered together, we can say that 9 is co-prime. Okay, so co-prime is the relationship. Okay, so co-prime is actually the relationship between these two numbers. I cannot say that 9 is co-prime. No. It is not, does not apply to the number itself, one number. But co-prime denotes the relationship between two numbers or three numbers, saying that they have no common factors between them except 1. Okay. Using the same terminology, using the same sort of understanding, we can conclude that all prime numbers, for example 3 and 2, they are co-prime. They are naturally co-prime because between these numbers 3 and 2, I cannot find any common factor except 1. So 3 and 2, all the prime numbers are co-primes, but other than the prime numbers, I can still have co-prime numbers. So here we have an example of 3 numbers, 9, 4 and 35. They have no common factors between them, and therefore, except one of course, and therefore they are all co-prime to each other. So co-prime, remember, it denotes relationship between numbers. It does not apply to an individual number. So very, very important. Now let's move on to the last important terminology, and here we'll look at common multiples. What does that mean? So multiples, as we already know, we can write them down very simply. They are the numbers as they appear in the table of other numbers. So for example, to write the multiple of 12, I simply replicate the table of 12. So it will go as 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36, and so on. Similarly, to write down the multiple of 9, all I have to do is I have to just replicate the table of 9. 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, so on and so forth. Very, very simple. So concept of multiple itself is very, very simple. To get to the common multiples, all I have to do is to notice that when I look at the multiples of 12 and the multiples of 9, certain multiples, they appear in both as both multiples of 12 as well as 9. So certain numbers would appear in both, and these numbers are known as the common multiples. The first such number in case of 12 and 9 is 36. So I write that down. The next number of course is 72, and after that 108. Of course, the common multiples do not really end there, and I can come up with infinite such common multiples between 12 and 9. The important thing to note is the very first multiple common between 12 and 9 is 36, and that is known as least common multiple because it is the least common multiple. Very, very simple, between 12 and 9. Other multiples are simply the tables of this least common multiple, which means that other common multiples between 12 and 9 are just multiples of 36. So for example, 72 is 36 into 2, 108 is 36 into 3, so on and so forth. The next important thing to note or to really understand here, of course, we already saw that 36 is just known as LCM or the least common multiple. Another thing which I want to bring across, the point I want to bring across is to understand why this works. Why do we have the common multiples where we have them? So let's look at the factorization of 12. Let's just factorize 12 as 4 into 3. I can do that. There is no problem in that. 9 I can factorize it 3 into 3. If you notice, the factor which is missing from 12 but which is present in 9 is 3. So I bring it here. The factor which is present in 12 but which is missing in 9, I bring it here. Okay. And if I multiply this number, this comes out to be 36. And of course, this number comes out to be 36. Now, how do we produce these missing factors? So produce the missing factor in case of 9, what do? We take 4 jumps of 9. So 4 was the missing factor. And if we take 4 jumps of 9, I have produced that missing factor in case of 9. So every 4th jump, I would get a factor which is common to 12 as well in case of 9. Similarly, to produce this number 3, how do I do that? I take 3 jumps in case of 12, and every 3rd jump, 1, 2 and 3, I would come across a multiple of 12 which is common to 9 as well. Very, very simple concept.